Hello everyone, it's Robin here and welcome. I'm so excited for today's video. I have a bit of a craft project that we'll be doing for our planners, which is super fun. We're gonna add some festive cheer going on to start getting set up for the holidays. What we're gonna be doing is building an advent calendar. I have my Gingerbread Advent sticker kit from my Etsy shop. They are super cute. I just love the colors of this advent calendar. And we're building an advent calendar for our planners so that when December 1st comes, we can start counting down the days towards the big day, the holiday, which is always a great time. So I'm excited to add this festiveness to my planner and I want to get started. But you know what? Let's get a little mood music going on. Oh, yes, that's the spirit. Let's get started. I love a good craft project, and if it has to do with the holidays, I love it even more. So this is going to be super fun. So to build our advent calendar for our planner, we're gonna need a few items. So first of all, we will need the way to put numbers in, and I am using the Gingerbread Advent kit. It comes with 3 sheets of stickers that numbers 1 through 25, and on this 3rd sheet you get a choice if you want it in holly berry or in the color mistletoe. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but I'm really excited about all these stickers. It'll be super fun. We'll also need 3 sheets of scrapbook paper, which I have right here. I pre-cut them, and I'll show you how I did this in a moment. So this came from a new paper pack that I got from Michael's. It's a Recollections pack, and it's the peppermint stripe. This paper's super cute. I love playing with scrapbook paper. It's a great way to add a punch of color into a planner, and it's just festive and fun. This sheet I already started cutting down. This came from my stash, and it was no longer in a book, so I don't know where it came from, but I wanted to add a little bit of green going on, and I'll explain all this when we get to it. Some other items we may need for this, we need a tape runner, some way to cut the sheets. If you have a paper cutter, that works too. A ruler if you want to get some straight lines. And one thing I used too are these thin clear Velcro fasteners. They're 3/8 inch. I will link these down below. I got them off of Amazon, and I will be showing you how I used these too. And some pens. I think this is about it. So now that I've piled all my fun craft items, let's clear this and get started on the advent calendar. Another thing you'll need to decide before you build your advent calendar is what type of advent calendar do you want to build? How do you want to count down your days? Do you want to use activities under each of the windows? Do you want to do movies, quotes, something from books? I will be building a song advent calendar. I've done this in the past and it's super fun. It's one of my favorite to build. I have some of the doors already put together here, and I'll give you an idea. So when you open it each day, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and this one's by Andy Williams. So each day I'll open it and I'll get a song, and I can have a 3-minute sing-along dance party to pay homage to Christmas, and I think that will be super festive fun. So I've pre-built some of these already, but I am going to build some with you. You can see the paper right here, and I'll show you how I did it. So deciding which advent calendar you want, that's also key. So I also pre-cut my covers. So I have a front cover here, and this is my back cover. I've also punched the holes in it. This front cover I pulled from this paper pad, and I used this sheet here. So most paper pads will have a page that has these strips on it. They're like border strips, decorative strips. And I thought it would be really festive fun to cut that down as my front cover. And then I went ahead and used a different pattern from the same book as my back. So it'll go just like so. This paper pad is white on the inside, which is also very helpful. And I cut these down to the classic Happy Planner size, 7 across and 9 1/4 tall. And then I punched them on the sides here. The third sheet of paper, this came from my stash. This strip is from the 12 by 12 because I already cut these out to make them, and I'll show you how I did that with the strip. This just came from my stash. I wanted to add a punch of green to this, so I thought that would be really fun. So there we have all the paper. We have the type of advent calendar, and now we can get to putting it together. I'll be using a paper cutter here, but you can use a ruler and some scissors for this. So I'm going to cut these 3-inch strips. So this strip is 3 inches wide, and I'm going to cut it into 1.5 inch wide strips. So you will get roughly 8 of these per strip. So you have more than enough paper to make your windows. I have a scoreboard here. You don't necessarily need to do this, but I have one, so I'm going to use it. And I'm scoring these at the 1.5 inch mark. So it's 3 inches wide, so at 1.5. So in halfway through, I'm going to score these. I just need to make 4 more, so I'm just going to score 4 of these, just like so. So here's the score line here. You don't need to necessarily score them, but it does help when you're folding them to get a nice clean fold. So let's just get these folded and get a nice crease in them. This is my score tool, so just doing this to get a nice crease in them. And there, we are good to go with these 4 pieces. Before I write the title of the song in, this is where my Velcro pieces are going to show up, because when the planner's closed, I don't want them flopping around. So I picked these up because I thought this would be a great way to keep them closed. So these are Velcro dots. You just put both top and bottom together, and then it makes it a lot easier to use. I'm going to cut off this row of 3 right here. And I'm going to put the fuzzy dot on the bottom. So I like that dot on the bottom. So I'm going to peel this up off of this first dot here. And I'm just going to put it right down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to peel this back part off because the top part is already hooked to it. And then I'm going to close it on top of it and press down. And there we have our Velcro enclosure. So I have the rougher part at the top and the fuzzy part at the bottom. Now I can go ahead and write my title in. So let's do that on this one. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, and this version I have is by Brenda Lee, which is super fun and festive. So I have that here and I can close it, but I want to do one more thing because I like it to be a surprise. I don't want to know where my songs are going. So I need to know which is the back and which is the front. And I'm going to turn this over and put a little red dot on here. And then I can go ahead and you can see here, oh, I had green dots on those. I'm going to put it right in my bin right there, and that one's ready to go. Okay, let's work on getting the other 3 done. Okay, there we have it. So I just used like a felt tip, like micron. This is an O2. It's kind of a thin tip so that I could get all the words in. So when I built my song list, I went through all the music that I have for Christmas music, and I narrowed it down to 25. This is Mele Kalikimaka, being Crosby Sings That, which is super fun, super fun. Shake Up Christmas by Train, that's a very fun and upbeat song. So I was thinking in terms of what do I want to do to sing and dance. So I do have some slower stuff, but most of it is upbeat. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer by Connick Jr. It's a very jazzy rendition, and I love it. So, oh, I forgot to do my dots. See, that would be devastating. So let's do that because I need to know which the back is. So we're going to put this red dot here, and these won't be seen. The dots won't be seen, so it's really okay. And this is the back here, and then this is the back here. Perfect. So the dots won't be seen. That's the part that we'll be gluing down. And now I have 25 fun songs for my Advent calendar. And yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Okay, let's get the page and start laying them down. So I have my 2 sheets here, and I went ahead and kind of measured it down. But let me lay some of these so you can see how I went and did this. 3 across works perfectly. Let's put this dark one down here. Yes. Okay, so I have room up here for my title. 3 columns work, and this 4 rows. So there's 12 on here, and that means then there's 13 on this side. So when I made my lines, I just drew them straight across, and they're both even. They're about 1 3/4 roughly across down. So 1 3/4. It's actually 1 13/16, which is slightly larger than 1 3/4. So about close to 1 3/4 down, so that they were even. And then I just do a straight line with my pencil. If you were using like a dot grid, you wouldn't have to do that. Now see, this is why I have the dot, because I know the dot goes on the back side. So I'm gonna make sure all of these are facing downward, because I wanna be able to open them going up. So I'm gonna take a moment here, just kind of putting these in the way they need to go. Okay, I think I have my placement down, and that they're all facing almost all the right direction. I'll make sure when I go ahead and tape them down too. But I think that will look nice. Now these are gonna have these put on top of them. So I'm trying to decide now color-wise. The green actually blends well with it, but I kind of like the whole red and green thing. So I think I'm gonna go with the holly berry. So let's set this one aside. And before I put these down, I wanna put these 2 strips at the bottom. I think that would look really cute. So even if this ends up going over the top of it, I am good with that. But I'm gonna put this straight at the bottom, just like so. Yeah, that looks really cute. And it's okay if this goes over the top of it. Oh, that's pretty festive. So let's put this one over down on this row here. So there is a fine line down here, a pencil line, but that's all good. I will be erasing what I can when I'm done. Just like so. And then these can kind of go back in this area, and that color on this side will just kind of peek through, but that's okay. I like how that looks on the bottom. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how I'm going to put these down. I have a tape runner here, and I'm going to make sure I'm taping on this back side, and I'm just going to kind of go a crisscross situation, and I'm going to put a little extra at the bottom because that's where I will be pulling from. And I'm going to go ahead and tape it down right on this line, just like so. And then I'm going to continue with the rest of them. They look really nice. There was a couple of them that didn't have a dot on the back, so I had to kind of peek a little bit, but I'm sure I'll forget by the time the day comes. I want to go ahead and erase some of these pencil marks that I have in here so they're not showing through. So let me just take some time and do this. Okay, I have all of the pencil lines erased off. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. Now we get to do the fun part. We're gonna put the stickers on the windows, and then after that we're gonna decorate with this other sheet. So that'll be fun. So let's get rolling on this. So I love all the colors that we have going on in here. They're so festive and fun. And I'm gonna put this right in the center of the box. Now, if you want the boxes to be smaller, you can make them smaller. I like having that little border going on. Oh, it's so festive, so festive. Let's put this title on here. Advent calendar, and it says 2023. Let's see what we can fit going on here. I'm gonna put this straight across the, do I want it straight across the top, or do I want something, oh, we could put something next to it. I'm gonna cut this so I have some room for, let's just cut it right here, to put the decor next to it. So let's put calendar here, and Advent right here. Let's see, what can we fit here? I think the tree will fit. Let's try the tree. I really want this tree up here. I could put the house. I think I'll put the tree down here, because this looks cute too. So let's put this house up here. and then I can figure out how I want to fit Advent. So let me move this over. So the stickers are repositionable. You don't want to reposition them too much because then they might not stick, but you can lift them up and move them if you need to. There. So let's do that. And then let's put Advent more over here. And let's see, we could put 2023. Where should this go? It could go right here. I want some of these up here. See this cute thing? Let's put this down here. It's like one of my favorites. That little guy. I'm gonna fit these two together. Like so. That looks cute. You know, I'm gonna save these because I think she looks done as is. Oh my gosh. Let's get the planner and put her in there so we can see how it looks. This looks super cute, and I'm so happy with my Advent calendar. I'm putting it in this section in my planner right now that is for fun. So I have like this little fun section going on. I'll be building my holiday planner here in a few weeks, and she'll probably have a more prominent place there. But look at how cute this is. Oh my gosh, it's so festive. And then you open it, and then here is the back of it. I love this. So I am looking forward to my 25 days of music for singing and dancing along every day through the holidays. It just adds some festive merriment to my day, right? I think this is going to be super fun. Oh, do you want to peek? I want to peek at one. Okay, everybody shout out some numbers. Shout out a number. Okay, I heard the number 20. Did everybody else hear the number 20? Let's take a peek at what's under window 20. So on December 20th, what kind of fun will we be having? Mariah Carey, all I want for Christmas is you. Oh my gosh, that'll be really fun, right? That's a great one. So again, I have quite the mixture of songs in here. I have some from the Rat Pack. I have some older traditional. I have some newer, kind of some modern. I have some fun childlike music. I just have a lot of fun music here. I will put a list down below of all the songs that I have chosen for my Advent calendar in case you want to check it out, see what I'll be listening to this holiday season. Maybe there's some songs there also that you haven't listened to, or some versions of songs that maybe you haven't listened to, but you kind of get the sense of what I will be going through with my calendar. Let me know down below while you're down there, if you were to put an Advent calendar together like this, what kind of things would you put in the windows or in the doors? And if you were to do a song Advent calendar, give me a song that you would definitely include, because I would love to hear about that as well. So this Advent calendar kit, I couldn't be more happy with it. Again, it comes with 3 sheets. There's 1 through 25. You get to choice on day 25 if you want this mistletoe color or if you want this hollyberry color. And you know what? I think both would have worked out just well, but I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! I want to look at another number. Let's look at another one.